Good morning again, everyone. Take two on this Friday, September 2nd day. Back to having signal issues. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to figure all this out and write a book and publish it. How to overcome all the things that you have to overcome when you try to do a little Facebook blurb and publish it and sell it and retire. Because, oh my gosh, this stuff can drive you crazy, can it? Anyway, I hope someone might be catching this today. It's absolutely beautiful out here. John Doyle, bundle up lightly. That's the words I'm going to use today. It's a little bit cooler than just cover up for the sake of your neighbors. Bundle up lightly. Going to need a little bit if you're going to hang out here for too long, because it is on the cool side and it is absolutely wonderful out here. Get out on your front porch, John Doyle, and whoever can on this Friday morning, and enjoy your cup of coffee for as long as you can. Breathe some fresh air down deep into. Okay, well, take three, I suppose. Breathe a little fresh air down deep into your lungs. The air just feels good today. Take a little walk, get your heart ticking, and get your joints loosened up, and have yourselves a great day, another beautiful day that God has made and given to you and me to enjoy. Let's get on to the Burt Blurb, because this signal is not holding up very well this morning at all on my end. If you're wondering, it's on my end today, so hope you can catch a little bit of it. But so taking our walk yesterday, and Bert wanted to dig up into the trees and the weeds a little bit, going after some groundhog holes, and haven't seen it yet, I suppose. However, the bushes change. You know, these little, not stickers, these little fuzzy things that stick to you like crazy, they're out and about again. And I'm just now starting to realize that, and kind of trying to watch them a little bit. And so Bert and Lucy, they drag up into the weeds the other day, and I see this bush, you know, and what I mean, if it gets hold of you, it's like whole twigs of it will tear off and be hanging off of you. And of course, these little fuzzy balls, if they get into Bert and Lucy's fur, I mean, it's a heck of a thing trying to dig them out, you know, and then they bother the heck out of you. They're itchy and scratchy and all this kind of thing. And, you know, Bert and Lucy will just go digging at them, trying to get them out of their fur. And so I was trying to watch them, because I saw this bush, and I'm like, it seemed like they were going underneath of it and everything was going to be okay. And, you know, they pulled me into the weeds just a little bit. I was trying to stand on the edge not to get into the mess too bad. And finally, they got done sniffing the groundhog hole and backed out of the weeds, and I backed out with them. And lo and behold, Bert and Lucy were fine from this little fuzzy bush that gets all over you. But guess who wasn't? It was me. I had these stupid things hanging all over me from my neck down to my belt. I mean, it was a mess. And once they get hold of you, it's like forever trying to get them off. So here I am picking the twigs off, you know, and then there's 1,000 little fuzzy, sticky balls that are on me just stuck there. And I'm like, well, at least I saved the dogs from getting into it, but now I've got it all over me. And I mean, I was the rest of our walk trying to rub them off, trying to brush them off, trying to pick them off, and there I was. But, you know, I was thankful that Bert and Lucy didn't have to put out with it, because it can be a real mess in their fur and just bother them forever if you can't get them out. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess it's better that they be on me, because if worst comes to worst, I can take my shirt off and throw it away if I can't get these stupid fuzzies out. And finally, mostly got them worked out, and all was well. But I got to thinking about, you know, that's the work that Jesus has done for us. In order for us not to be bogged down by the stickies and by the stickers and by the bushes and everything else, and this, that, and the other, sin is the word that I'm talking about in our lives. He took our sin up on himself, so we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to be bogged down by it. We don't have to be held in bondage by it anymore. I'm going to take you to 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 24. And at this point, with the signal being a little balmy this morning, let me see if I can even remember it. 1 Peter 2:24 says something like this: Jesus took our sin upon himself and carried it to the cross, so we could be free from our sin and live in righteousness. I think that's about what it says. Let me put it in my words. Jesus took your sin and my sin, all this stuff that sticks to us and just messes us up, just like those little fuzzies that got all over me instead of Bert and Lucy. He takes our sin and he puts it upon himself, and he took it to the cross, and he sacrificed it there, and he buried it there, and he paid for it there, and he dealt with it there. And there's where our sin has stayed ever since. Why? To set us free from our sin, so we could live lives of righteousness, so we could live like Jesus, so we could live free and not be bound down by all the sin and all the crap that gets stuck to us and holds us down and binds us down and keeps us from living life to the full. Jesus did that. So I was happy that Bert and Lucy didn't get that stuff all over them, because it is a real mess, you know. Wasn't so happy that it was all over me, but it was easier to deal with. And you know what? Jesus did that exact same thing for us. Took your sin up on himself, took it off of you and put it on himself and hung it on the cross, so we can be free, so we can live, so we can know righteousness and freedom and be the children of God. 1 Peter 2 verse 24, take hold of it today. And you know what that'll do? It'll set you free, and it'll give you a great day anyway to live this life to the full. 1 Peter 2:24. You know, it's kind of a crazy morning. We started out on our walk, got out here a little early. Bert did a little bit of business, turned around, came right back, wanted to be on the string. So we'll see what's going to happen from here on out. But let me go back and turn this around to see the puppy dogs here this morning. And let me say good morning to Peggy Dudley. How are you doing this morning, Peggy? Good to see you. Stevie Beaver, good morning to you and all of your gang. Tell everyone I said hello. Joanne McLucas, good morning to you. Good seeing you on here. Lorraine, golden healing prayers for Lorraine in the name of Jesus this morning. Good morning, Lorraine and Dave. Carolyn Klein, good morning to you. Have a fantastic Friday, everybody, and stay cool. Right now, that's not a hard thing to do. I'm not sure how it's going to be later today, but it is sweet out here right now. Carolyn, Mark, my cousin Mark, good morning to you. Good seeing you on here this morning. Hope you're having a great day. Dawn and Dave and Ladybug, good morning to you. Pat, Reader, and Susan, good morning to you. At the top of the page, there's my little furry friends. Thank God they're not all fuzzy with that stuff. You know, got hold of it myself and kept them from it, and we all had a great day. So hey, 1 Peter 2:24. Jesus took your sin and dealt with it. So live this life to the full, because that's what we have in Jesus Christ. Hey, I love you. Thanks for being with me this morning. Go have yourself a great day anyway, and I'll see you next time.